Before I begin, I want you all to answer one question. When did growing up started feeling exhausting? Was it when you realized that crying made people uncomfortable? When being quiet was called mature? When strength meant not talking about what hurts? Hiding fear behind laughter, pain behind politeness, and loneliness behind the words, I'm fine? It teaches us that how to stay strong when no one tells you how to heal. Everyone says, go home, you'll feel better. But what if home is not the place where you go to rest? What if it's the place where you first learn how to survive? We grow up believing that home means comfort, safety, protection. But long before school teaches us how to what we can become, our parents' behavior decides who we are allowed to be. It teaches us how to speak, how to trust, how to love, and sometimes how to stay silent. When parents are gentle, children believe that the world is safe. When parents listen, children learn that their voice matters. When parents fight constantly, children emotionally detach themselves. They feel disheartened, compressed, compared, and they just disappear. Children don't feel sad. They change. Before I begin, I want you all to answer one question in your mind, that have you all heard these lines while growing up, that you are too much? Don't overreact. Don't cry. Others have it much worse. If you all have heard these lines once, it means everyone deserves emotional safety. And this is not just emotional, it is biological. Dr. John, the father of attachment theory, once said, the bond between child and a parent shapes relationships, friendships, and mental health in adulthood. Dr. Gabor, one of the most trauma-leading specialists, once said, trauma is not what happens to you, trauma is what happens inside you. It means, though it is not a situation that breaks a child, it is a situation that a child starts to believe about themselves. I'm not enough, I must be perfect to be loved, my feelings doesn't matter. And once these beliefs are formed, they carry us into friendships, relationships, and into adulthood. Children, when we say teenagers are too sensitive, they are too moody, that is often not the truth. Teenagers today are not moody. They are overwhelmed because they carry heavy expectations, perfect marks, perfect behavior, perfect results. Children are not machines. They are emotional systems. When love feels conditional based on marks, obedience, perfect results, they just don't grow strong. They grow afraid of failing, afraid of disappointments, afraid of not being enough. So what can we do about it? If our emotional world is based on our parents' behavior, so the goal is not blame. The goal is change. As an individual, Dr. Christine has researched on self-compassion shown that people who practice kind of self-talk have lesser risk of anxiety and depression. So start here. Speak to yourself like you would speak to a younger self who is struggling with understanding, patience, kindness, because self-talk becomes self-worth. As parents, the American Psychological Association has researched and shown that children who are raised with emotionally supportive parents have lesser risk of anxiety and depression, because where feelings are validated instead of being dismissed is emotional safety. A child who feels safe becomes strong. At school and institution, WHO and UNICEF have studied and showed that schools which have emotional learning programs have lesser risk of anxiety, bullying, and depression by nearly 30%. A calm child learns better than a scared one. I may not come from a perfect home. But I come from a strong one because it taught me independence, self respect, emotional strength. You may not come from a perfect home, but you still can become a powerful person. Because sometimes home is not given to you. Sometimes home is what you have to slowly, bravely build inside yourself. Before I end, I want to thank my school institution for being there for us, for understanding us, and creating such a judgment-free environment for us. People like people in our school remind us that healing is possible. Thank you.